Hey, what's going on? Sean Cushney here, just sharing my thoughts. To be honest with you, one of my biggest fears, letting people down, talking to them and stuff, is that I used to be a special ed student. It's hard to believe for me that I would be next to people that either were handicapped or drooled on themselves. And like I'm not gonna lie, like it is super embarrassing for me because like at this big age of 35 years old, I run into more people that don't know me and they swear to God that I'm some smart person, maybe because of my perspective. Usually that's what I hear. It's because of my perspective. And, other than that, it could be how I sound. I am an African American man, but at the same token, I speak very properly, and that could be because I had speech classes. The elementary school that I went to, granted, they might not have got me the help that I really truly needed, but what they did do is give me speech classes and really focused on my speech, and at least I can comprehend uh, and with comprehension, I also can speak very well. But it's a super, super, super big fear of mine. I just, with the negative self-talk and the limiting beliefs that I can achieve my goals because of this secret, and I recently exposed that secret to a friend, and that friend told me that I surpassed my past. And to be honest, that's the only person to tell me that in that manner, in that way. And it's funny, I even was talking to one of my cousins and I asked him if he remembered me sharing that I was a special ed student and how that affected me. But he's like, "Oh, you shouldn't lead with that. Like, you shouldn't lead with that. It's not like you have mental health issues or, not diagnosed mental health. I think we all have mental health issues, but we're not uh diagnosed, if that makes sense. But anyway, this friend doesn't know me as long as my cousin knows me, and they were telling me that I should lead with that because you overcame all the odds that were against you. My parents didn't really help me when I was a child. Instead of actively being like a support system for me, I was more of a nuisance, a bother, a pest. Um, I couldn't really sound out a word correctly. I get popped in the back of the head or get popped in the mouth, yelled at, and then their frustration led them to walk away from me. And and then in school, um, it's just only so much time that you can give. There's only so much time you can give a kid before you got to move on to the next lesson, right? So I've just grew up with a reading problem, spelling problem. But overall, I'm just not the sharpest tool in the shed. But at the same token, my comprehension skills are so high and I understand so much and I can do so much. And I'm just in my own way. And I really want people to really hear me and listen and just think like if you're in your own ways, like, if you have an issue like me, like maybe you have something that you could share with somebody and share with the world, and you never know who's going to listen and how that can help them, but get out of your own way. because literally I'm doing that right now with this that I'm doing. I'm putting myself out there, and I hope it comes across the way that I want it to. And I'm gonna continue doing this moving forward. I'm not gonna shy away from who I am. This is a part of me, but it's not just me. You know, it's a part of me, but it's not just me. It's a part of my story. I think I have a powerful story, and I would love to share it, and I would love to help you if you're open-minded to receive my help. So, this is going on Sean Yapping. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can hit that like button. And if it really touched you, leave a comment below. Until then, talk to you soon.